Hope the leg workout was good yesterday. I am really sore today. I hope you guys are too. I think it worked well. I think it was the right level of difficulty that we needed. Today we're going to focus mainly from kind of chest down. We're going to focus on the spine, do a lot of twists, release that lower back, and then really get into the legs, do some deep stretching there. I'm actually going to do this session live. Just started a new job and they found out I'm a yoga instructor and needed someone to lead them through yoga. When they were all in the office, they used to do it there, just watch someone on YouTube, and so I told them, hey, I'll just do it live through one of our team meetings. So that's what I'm doing, but lead you guys through it. Enjoy. Alright, so if we come to the mat, as I told Laura and Tara last week, I always like to start with just a couple of minutes of being alone, being quiet. If you want to just come to a seated cross-legged position, if you've ever meditated before and you have a meditation position, you can go to that. If you want to lay on your back, you can do that. We'll start here for just about 2 minutes. Start to breathe, find your breath. Bring your awareness to the mat is the biggest thing here. Try to forget all the endless to-do lists that we have coming up. And we just want to come in, sit, and we'll start to breathe. Alright, just a couple more deep breaths here on your own. Good, okay. Let's start opening the eyes. Bring both hands up above your head. Start to rise up through the spine. Breathe deep into the belly. As you exhale, start to spin to the left. Left hand can fall behind you. Right hand goes to the knee. Give yourself a slight twist here. So today we'll start with focusing on twists, on the spine, getting that warmed up, releasing the lower back, and then we'll focus on loosening the legs. Come out of that on an inhale, arms come back high. Exhale, twist to the other side. Good. Inhale, we'll come back to center, arms come high. If you want to drop just the left hand, we'll try to push up from that right hip. Raise that right arm up and then start to lean over to the left, stretching out that right side body, really trying to anchor that right hip into the ground and keep it where it is. Good. I'll come over to the other side, drop the right hand down. And it looks like my computer screen might go to sleep mode here in a second. Yep, it just did. So from there, let's go ahead and come up to a standing position here. So from here, start with our feet about hip width apart. We'll take arms out to the side, and we'll start to just twist. Let the arms fall limp. So we're just moving our spine, getting a little warmed up for all this stretching we're about to do here. Here, if you want to take left arm, start to rotate back, your turn to left, shoot right arm also to the left, trying to reach back as far behind you and to the left as you can, while still pushing that left hip. Try to keep that square and centered. So you're rotating forward with the hips and the legs, rotating back with the torso. See how far back you can stretch. Let's go to the other side. Spin and rotate to the right. Trying to keep hips squared and centered. Good. Come back to center and raise both arms high. Drop left arm down and start to raise up with only the right arm. First, try to get as much extension up as you can, and then from there you can start to rotate and not rotate, just lean a little bit to the left, really anchoring down and pushing through that right side. Big breath there. You can drop the right arm down, switch over to the left arm up. Again, go for extension first, then lean over to the right. Good. Okay. From there, go ahead and come back down to the mat, come to tabletop position. So on all fours. From here, get a little cat-cow in if you've ever done it before. So we'll start with cat. You're pushing up, rounding up the back, tucking the pelvis, looking down. You can inhale, move to cow, drop the stomach. Back to cat. I'll let you guys go at your own pace here. Just try to get in tune with your spine, feel what it needs. Get one more of each. Good. Alright, from there, if you want to go to a little side to side cat-cow. So come back to that neutral position. You're trying to take right shoulder to right hip. And just move over to the left. Left shoulder to left hip. Just moving your spine side to side. So sitting down or standing over a computer all day really compresses your spine, so cat-cow is a good way to open it up. Alright. From here, if you're going to bring the hands out front just a little further, go ahead and tuck those toes behind you. From here, we're going to lift up just a little inch off the mat. Knees come up, hold here. And go ahead, bring those hips high. Push the arms out over your head, gaze between the thighs. Go back to a down dog. There, if you want to walk the dog out, so straightening one leg, bending the other. Really focusing on that straight leg and then switching legs. Get a little better stretch back there. Good. So now we'll start to come forward to a plank position and then just lower down to your stomach. From here, I'm going to start to take the right foot, bringing it up to the butt. Just moving and using that hamstring behind you. Switch to the left. Bring left foot up to the butt. Good. Alright. From here, hands can come out to the side for a little extra balance. We're going to untuck the toes. Start to push the hips and the pelvis into the mat. Start to roll up through the back. Hold here. Go ahead and release that down. From there, go and take right leg, and we're going to lift it up. Trying to keep that right hip pushed into the ground. Lower that down, left leg. Left hip stays pushed into the ground too. Good. Alright. Now we're going to try to take both legs up. So really push hips into the ground. Lift both legs using the glutes behind you. Lower that down. Take a couple deep breaths here. Good. Alright, one more time rolling up. So this time we're going to start with the feet. Bring the feet up off the ground, push the hips into the ground. If you want, and you can bring the upper back up too. Hold here. Pointing the toes. Good. Lower down. Bring the hands back around next to your chest. Go ahead and push back to a child's pose. Knees can go wide on the mat. Feet come together. We'll fall down. Really focus on pushing into those hips. Good. From there, come up to that tabletop position again. Go ahead and tuck those toes. Move on back to down dog. Good. From here, go ahead and take that right leg and push it up into the air as much as you can. Go ahead and bring that through, up, that foot up to the hands. Drop the back knee, untuck the toes. Hands can go to the top of the thigh here. From here, sit up tall. Find your alignment first. Make sure you're nice and tall through the spine. Then we'll start to sink the hips down and forward. So you'll start to maybe feel stretch on the front side of that left hip flexor and also on that right side there. Kind of shoot left arm up high. Raising up through that knee. Might feel a little better stretch on that left front side. Good. Go ahead and bring that left arm down now, right next to the right foot. Shoot that right arm high. I'll come into a twist here. Good. Go ahead and come down. Give one final. Start to rotate that knee forward in front of the knee. Really stretch out that right glute there. Leaning forward. Good. And there, go ahead and tuck those back toes behind you. Plant the hands down by the foot. Step back to a plank position. We're going to lower down to your stomach. We're going to keep the hands where they were at. Come up to an up dog. From the up dog, wherever you want, get yourself back to down dog. You can tuck the toes, move the hips back. From there, shoot that left leg high as far as you can. Bring that through to the hands. Might need to help your foot. And that back knee down, untuck the toes. Same thing on this side, find your alignment first. Sitting up tall. We'll start to sink down. Right arm can shoot up. Good. Right arm comes down. Hand goes next to the left foot. I'm going to plant that. Raise up. Left arm goes high. Good. Bring that hand down. One final extra pull on that those left hamstrings and left glute. Just start to slowly rotate that knee forward. Good. Go ahead and tuck those right toes behind you. And back to a plank. From here, lower down again. As we lower down, we'll roll over to our backs. Ooh. From here, take that right knee and pull it into the chest. From here, just hugging it into the chest. Should feel a pull on that right glute. If you want to move that right knee out to the side, see if there's any extra tense spots, you can breathe there. Find where you need to stretch today. From there, we'll go ahead and grab that right foot and we'll bring the leg up, bring the left knee up to the right ankle. Shoot one arm through the hole that was made there. Reach around, grab the left knee. We'll pull that right foot towards us. If you want to take that right elbow and push it into the knee as a fulcrum, just try to keep that right knee pushed out and away from your body. A little better stretch there. Breathe deep. Hips take a while to loosen up. There's a lot of muscles up in that hip region. Good, all right. When you're ready, go ahead and release that. Left foot can come down, right foot can uncross. We'll switch to that left side. So first start bringing that knee into your chest. Same thing if you want to move it around. A little bit left to right, see if there's any extra tight spots. Breathe there. Good. From there, go ahead and grab that left ankle, bring the right knee to meet it. Reach through, pull in the knee. If you're going to use that elbow to keep the knee out, you can. Then release that. We'll bring both knees up, feet come to as close to your butt as you can. From here, if you want both hands out to the side, we're gonna lift up into a bridge. So make sure your legs are nice and straight. You don't want knees going out or in. From here, if you want to inhale, push the lower back down to the ground. I'll lift up, lift the hips up, hold here for a second. Go ahead and lower that back down. Come up again. Push them through the feet. From here, if you want a little extra stretch, you can take the hands, interlace them underneath your butt, behind your back. Roll the shoulders under. Start to really push up through those legs. Go ahead and let go of those hands, let the butt fall down. We're gonna bring the feet out just a little further so that they're directly under the knees. Arms can go out to the side. Start to rotate knees left to right. One more each side. Okay, so from there, we'll take that right foot, we'll go up and over the left foot, so it's hooked on that knee, and we'll start to let the knees fall over to the right. That left arm can shoot up high to the left, just creating good, nice spin, nice twist all the way through that left side there. Go ahead and take that right leg off the left and then spin the knees up. Let's go to the other side. Left knee crosses over the right. Let the knees fall over to the left. Right arm goes high. Reach up high with that right arm. All right, go ahead and unhook that left leg first, then bring the knees up. Oh, from here, go ahead and sit up, come back to a tabletop. I'll go back to a down dog. So tabletop here first, tuck the toes, lift the hips back and up to that down dog. From here, if you want to shoot that right leg high again, as far as your body will let you today, go ahead and bring the right knee through. You're gonna try to make the leg, make it all the way up to your hands. We're gonna untuck those back toes behind you. So we're first gonna start trying to really stretch the hips here. So left leg, or right leg, sorry, if you can get it perpendicular with the, or parallel with the front of the mat, awesome. I can't quite do that, but really what we're doing here, hands are gonna come in front. You're trying to sink down first, and your chest is gonna slowly start to fall forward and over that right knee, really stretching out that right hip flexor. Oh. So right now, I don't know if you guys can see on the camera, but there's a little bit of space with this right hip and the ground. So I'm first trying to create separation between my whole right leg here and my left leg so that I'm down to the ground. So like I said, when hips take a little bit to loosen up, gravity is going to slowly pull me down. Still working. Breathe deep into those muscles. And now I feel like I'm at that point where I can move those hands forward, start to come over that right leg and really stretch out that right rear hamstring. Breathe here. Make sure this is comfortable. There shouldn't be any pain in any of the joints here, especially that right knee. If there is any pain in that right knee, you might be able to bring that left foot back towards the body a little bit. Or sorry, that right foot back to the body. A little better bend in that knee might help. Take about 3 more deep breaths here. Start using those hands to walk yourself up if you need. Go ahead and start to bring the left foot up, tuck the toes. If you can, lift up and out, find ourselves back in a plank position. We'll go through a chaturanga, so lower all the way down, come through to up dog, stretch out the front of that body, shoulders go down on the sides of your body, and roll back to down dog. There, go and shoot left leg up as high as you can. Bring that through up to the hands. Try to come as parallel as you can with the mat. My left hip is always just way tighter than my right side. I think most people's are because of always getting in and out of a car. Maybe. But as you can see, this foot's a lot further back. It's not really anywhere close to parallel, but it's what's comfortable for me and still stretches out there. So again, on this one, you're trying to focus on sinking as low as you can first, and then once you feel like you're at a comfortable position, you can try to go further. If your body's still trying to sink down here, just stop there today. All of our bodies, and especially our hips, are different. Breathe deep here. I'm going to start to come forward. Take about 3 more deep breaths here. Start to rise up from there. Bring the hands up. Go ahead and tuck those toes behind you. From here, if you can come up to plank position, we'll step that foot back. From here, if you can, walk your hands back to your feet. Find yourself. We're going to head in a forward fold position. Bend your knees as much as you want here. We'll just cross our arms with the elbows. Let gravity pull us down here for a second. You want to straighten out one leg then the other. So I'm going to straighten that right leg first, bend that left knee, I can really get a better stretch on that left side. I'm really trying to take that right elbow and stretch it down to the right foot as much as possible, really stretching through that right lat all the way down through the hip. And then just switch legs. Come to that left side. Good, all right. From there, go ahead and bring the legs back so that they're both even. Bend at the knees. Raise all the way up. Reach up above you, nice and tall. And from here, we're gonna straighten out the legs as much as possible. Really send the butt and the hips high. We'll come down to a forward fold again. Try to keep that back straight for a second. So we're not rounding out yet. We're keeping that back straight. Really focus on those hamstrings. Try to bring your weight slowly forward and over your feet. And now if you want to release that back one more time, if you want a little extra stretch, you can step on your hands with your feet. So the toes should go up to the wrist. From there, you can start to pull the elbows out, pull yourself down a little further. Go ahead and rise up, reach up high, arms come down. From here, go ahead and stagger the feet. So right foot is going to come about your foot's length in front of your left foot. From here, go ahead and take that left arm, shoot it high. We're going to take left arm down, keeping that right leg straight, really stretching, pushing that right hip up. You can plant that hand on the ground. You can raise up. Right arm can go high. Bring that right arm down. Both hands can come by the right foot. Really stretch down here. Good. Go ahead and bend that right knee. Raise up. Switch feet. Let's do that left leg now. Right arm comes high. Find alignment. Come on down. Left leg stays straight. Left hip goes up in the air. Hand come to the ground. If you want to spin, rotate up, you can. Good. Go ahead and bring both hands down. A little extra stretch on that left side. Good. Bend that knee. Come all the way up. Good. From there, let's come to a wide leg position. From here, shoot left arm up. Right hand can go down that right leg. Switch to the other side. Good. All right, come back to center. Go ahead and bring those feet in, back to your squat width position. Toes go out. Let's come down. So we did a lot of these yesterday. Here, just let gravity pull you down. If you want to plant, right hand down. Left hand can go up, get a little twist. Just switch arms. Come back to center, hands can come to prayer, elbows inside the knees. Start pushing out. Good. All right, go ahead and rise up. Come back to a forward fold position. Come down. If you want to step on your hands, toes can go up to the wrists. A little extra pull here. Good. All right, go ahead and take those hands out if you were doing that stretch. Go ahead and come down. Squat position. We'll come forward. From here, if you want to keep those back toes tucked, and we'll just sit back on our toes here to wherever's comfortable for you, just stretching out your feet a little bit. Nobody ever stretches out feet. You don't think to stretch feet very often. All right, untuck those, and we'll come back one more time. From here, come to where it's comfortable. Some people's knees will start to hurt at a certain point. Just come to what's comfortable for you. Just smashing on the blood vessels in our quads there, so that when we release, a bunch of blood's gonna rush back in. Feel good? All right, I'm gonna come up for that. We're gonna come to our last position here. So come to that lunge that we had going earlier where we were sitting up. We'll bring that right foot up, back toes around tucked. From here, we're gonna step that right foot out to the edge of the mat. I like to have my toes point out just a little bit. Then from here, line up straight with the mat. We'll bring our hands down. The hands are gonna come down. That back knee can stretch backwards and away from the right foot if you want. From here, you're gonna try to bring your chest down or forward as far as you want, really stretching out that right knee. And it is okay if that right knee falls out to the side. So that's why we moved out to the side. That's why the toes are pointed out. If you want to keep most of the tension on the outside of the right foot, start to come down. Again, this is another hip stretch, so we'll be here for a little longer. Let gravity do the work for you. All you have to do is breathe. Couple more deep breaths here. Start to bring yourself back up. If you were down, step that right leg back. Bring that left leg up. Do the other side. We're done. All right, so again, come up tall. Left foot out. Goes to the left side of the mat. Toes can point out a little bit. Start to move that right knee back a little bit, create a little separation. From there, just start to pull your chest down, knee can fall out. Try to keep the weight on the outside of the foot. And again, my left hip is way tighter than the right, as it always is. So I don't know if I'm going to go much further than this. Couple more breaths here. Very good. Start to bring yourself up and out of that. All right, that's the end of the stretches for today. I will set a timer for about 4 minutes. If you guys want to lay back into a Shavasana position, feel free to join. You don't have to. So if you're leaving now, thank you for joining me. I hope it was good. If not, we'll come back into Shavasana. Try to release all your muscles. Find some awareness in your body. Hopefully you feel looser than when you started and feel nice and good and relaxed. And I'll shut up now and let you guys have some alone time.
Alexa off.
Sorry, I'm having problems completing your request. Please try again later.
Alright.
Continue to have issues, please contact support.
So if you guys want to take a big stretch above your head, Alexa off.
Alright, we are all done for the day. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Don't have a nice send off here. Sorry about that. But Bird of the Yogi, I love you guys. I appreciate you so much. Namaste. God bless. Goodbye.